good. I was getting a little worried. My stream wouldn't show up on my end for a little bit. I was like, what? What's happening? Alright, well, while we wait, we could probably just switch on over to the drawing stream. Drawing stream? Drawing screen. Screen? Scene? Whichever. Hello, hello! How's everyone doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. If not, hopefully their day gets better. All that jazz. Yeah, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties earlier. I was like, what's happening? I mean, I haven't streamed in like... I want to say a week, but I feel like it's longer than that. But anyways, hopefully everyone's doing well. My name is Chess Ire. Hello, hello. I'm gonna be drawing a stupid little robo dog thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. We're in the concepting phase now, though. Alright. We need to make it cute enough so that people miss it when it's gone. This is also technically homework. I'm subjecting it. Subjecting all y'all to... to helping me out. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it was, the reason why I'm doing it, right, is because it's based off of things like, I can't believe I was gonna blank on the name of Blade Runner. That would've been so sad. But yeah, I was taking into account, Blade Runner. The original one, not 2049. I actually didn't really like 2049. Because it was like rather slow. Like, it had its moments that were good, but it was also slow. And also Cyberpunk 2077 / Edge Runners. But we gotta come up with like a lovable mascot thing. I'll make people go like, oh, and then once it's like once it's missing, people will be like, ah, shit, what happened to it? It was just a little guy. Yeah, you barely see... Well, I mean, I guess you do see some cyber pets in, like, movies and stuff. But, like, there's not a whole lot of, like, memorable ones in, like, the darker sci-fi franchises, right? Because, like, in the kids shows, you always have the lovable mascot thing. Like, in the Lightyear movie... that was a weird movie. But in that movie, they had the cat. Sparks? Stars? Something like that. And he was, like, the lovable robo-cat. Currently just aiming to get something, not even to, okay, if I wanted to, I could probably spend a ridiculous sum of money on making merch of this thing just for just for it not to be sold anywhere and people to hate it. But we gotta make it, you know, look presentable enough so that my professors are like, oh shit, Chess, you did a decent enough job, and I'll be like, yep, it's decent enough. And so I was thinking, what things do people like in pets? They like small and stubby, which is why we somehow decided to genetically engineer over, like, multiple years Chihuahuas, I think. Right? I never understood like, why people like Chihuahuas, though, personally. Because I was never a big fan of Chihuahuas. They're, like, They're kind of ugly. They're ugly and they yell so much. Alright? It's not like they can even protect your house too. They're just toy dogs. So like what like the only purpose of getting a Chihuahua is I guess if you like it. Like if you like the appearance of a Chihuahua, but they're so gross looking. They're like if other dogs are humans, Chihuahuas would be the ones who'd we put in the asylums. They're deranged. They're crazy. They also just look kind of ugly. But we somehow can learn from that. What is it? Because like Chihuahuas have like big eyes, right? They have big eyes and big ears, and a really tiny skull. I wonder what aliens would think of if we like showed them all the dog breeds. Would they be like, "What the fuck have you guys been doing? Why have you been fucking around with like making dogs uglier?" I wonder what our response would be. Would it be just like, yeah, sorry, we fucked up. That'd be wise. Like, if we encountered aliens and they're like, why do you do this? I'd be like, my bad. Yep. I don't know. I feel like Chihuahuas are kind of a mistake, to be honest. Like, we shouldn't have made them in the first place, right? They're kind of reminiscent of like. Oh, what's something fucked up? The only thing I could think of was dark chocolate, because I really don't like dark chocolate. The first time I had dark chocolate, I threw it up when I was like a kid, because it was like too bitter or something. I remember very vividly, right? I was just like behind the sofa, and my mom had like a piece of like salted dark chocolate and gave me a little bit, and it was like this leather couch that I was behind, and on the TV was Jurassic Park, I believe. Something with dinosaurs, definitely a movie. And so I took like a bite out of this thing, right? I noshed on it a little bit. I was like, and I threw it up all over the leather sofa. I was like, what the hell is this? This isn't chocolate. This is a disaster. Horrible. How do the neck connectors go? Because it's that. Just have like a little cylinder connector. Because it would be very, very difficult to figure out the ball joints would work if we did a ball joint. I don't know. Ball joints are kind of like one of those things that are like, oh yeah, you know, if you're drawing it out or if you're modeling it out in 3D, it makes sense to like add it, but like you have to know if you're creating like an entire thing, you have to figure out why are you making it a ball joint? And then subsequently, could you replace it with not a ball joint? Because they're pretty difficult to... Okay, so let me paint a picture, right? If you're making like a realistic robot and you just have ball joints everywhere, how are you going to move the ball joints? It'll be pretty difficult to do that. You can have it in some places, like in the fingers and stuff, but like as a shoulder mechanism to rotate the entire shoulder, including the forearm, not forearm, the hand, whatever it's holding, that'd be pretty rough on the ball joint mechanism. Maybe this was all a rant just for me to talk about how I don't like including ball joints things. Not that I have that much of a problem with other people including it. Me personally, I wouldn't. At least not in too many things. Doesn't the Iron Giant have ball joint? Okay, actually, spoiler alert. I've never watched the Iron Giant. I don't know why that was a spoiler alert. I need to watch that thing. Because I recently watched The Tale of Despero, right? The like little mouse thing. I was gonna call it the dumb little mouse thing, but like I actually kind of liked it. I watched The Tale of Despero like a week ago, and it's not that bad. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. Certainly doesn't hold up to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's for sure. That was a good movie. Favorite 3D movie ever so far. Unless they can pump out an even better Puss in Boots movie, I don't think they're gonna top that for me. That was a good one, because they had the 3 different villains, or like the 3 sets of villains, I guess. They're only bad out of necessity, the force of nature, which is also, I guess, internal conflict. And then they also had the is evil because they want to be evil. And that was the best one for me, actually. Because I feel like there's too many times where people who are like writing out stories and stuff nowadays are like, yeah, let's make it like an evil character, but let's make them redeeming or like redeemable, right? Because like, let's take the Black Widow movie for example. Spoilers. Taskmaster was such a disappointment, and I'm so disappointed in how they handled Taskmaster. Because he's such a good character, but then they muck it up in the movies. I was so pissed about that. Taskmaster is one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time, and they just muck him up. I'm like, what are you doing? And then they like tried to make that, because it's like a cyborg daughter girl or something that's Taskmaster, and the reason why it can replicate moves is because it's part computer, because of the cyborg bit. I was like, that makes him so less special, right? And then they made it redeemable because it was like, oh yeah, the traumatized daughter who, like, Black Widow nearly killed that one time is now going against her dad or something. I don't know. They don't need to make characters redeemable though. Like, some characters are just evil. Like Demolition Man. Oh my god. The character Wesley Snipes plays in Demolition Man is so good. It's like Phoenix something. But he's just evil. And it's so good. And there should be more of that. Because they have, it's like Maleficent that, where they're, or like the Maleficent movies where they're trying to like make the character redeemable, be like, oh yeah, but like here's a twist, and it's fine or whatever, but like they're doing it too much, right? Can't have every character redeemable. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but it'd make for a really boring story. Sometimes you have to have the audience be like, well, I want them to suffer. Right. Like, in Under Paris. Shark movie, by the way. Oh god, I can't believe I was trying to watch all these shark movies. I'm still trying to. It's just hard, because, like, there's a lot of them. But in Under Paris, there's, like, this activist girl who's such an asshole, right? She, like, takes off the GPS tracker off the big shark. It's like, and her girlfriend is like, oh, but I don't know if we'll be able to reconnect it. And the activist girl's like, screw it, let's do it anyway. If people die, it's okay. We're freeing a shark or whatever. And then she gets gets her comeuppance, right? Because halfway through the film, she's just like, okay, for some reason, they're in the crypts under Paris. Oh, the name. But they're in the crypts, and the crypts are all, like, flooded. And she's just, like, in this circle area playing with the shark's baby. And it's like, oh, it won't hit me. Or, however they sound. I can't remember what language anyone spoke. Probably French. But they were like, oh, the shark's not gonna hit me. I can play with the with the baby shark. and then like they play around with a baby shark, and then the baby shark dives underwater, and then the mom comes up from underneath, fucking takes a huge chunk out of her, bites her in half, and it's just like a camera from a top down angle as you see the activist girl like slowly going upwards because the shark's momentum is pushing her upwards as it's biting into her stomach. It's like, oh shit, get fucked. I laughed at that scene, I'll be honest. That's probably messed up to do, but like it was kind of funny because she deserved it. She was trying to kill a bunch of people by like leaving the shark alive. Like, I don't understand in this scenario, like you're supposed to, take it out. It's a threat to humanity. Take it out. You know? Oh, I'm sure someone's gotta come after me because I said that. It's okay. I side with the humans in Avatar, so. I'm very much a, Have you ever seen The Amazing World of Gumball? You'll know that Gumball is very much... he, like, speaks his mind a lot of the time, right? And one of the times he spoke his mind, he was like, why do we need to care about this planet? Can't we just, like, build spaceships and explore new planets and then take the resources from those or something like that? I think it was, like, during the episode where Mr. Small was like, I have no impact on any living creature. Where it's like, I haven't negatively affect any living creature. And then he goes out into the woods and starts, like, getting injured, and then he kills a stink ape. But, like, I don't know. I like Gumball's line of thinking. Also considering, if you're a human, why aren't you Team Human, It just doesn't make sense. It's like an Independence Day. If I'm bouncing off the wall, or like bouncing from between ideas right now. It's crazy. But it's like an Independence Day. The top of the Chrysler building. I think it was a Chrysler building. I'm not very good with my buildings. But there was a scene with one of the main characters. There's a lot of main characters, but one of the main characters' friends, she goes up to the top of the Chrysler building and is like holding up a sign that's like, oh, we welcome you, aliens, or whatever, right? I'm just saying, humans number one, be careful of the unknown. I'm not saying be unfriendly. Stargate is a very good example. Be friendly. Unless it's a gold, then shoot on sight. I actually really like Stargate. Stargate's really cool. And Stargate actually has a really good message it's like, people should value human life, right? And there's actually not a lot of media out there that I've seen that consistently, like, make that a theme. Because it's like, oh yeah, this or that is bad, something about this. But like, a lot of the time, you don't see stuff like, oh, the worth of someone's life is more than just a number or something like that, right? I mean, obviously you see in some things, but like not as prevalently as in Stargate, especially because Stargate has like 10 seasons, or SG-1 has 10 seasons, and they kind of hammer it home each and every time. Because they're like, oh, would you sacrifice one person for the world? No! And it's kind of insane, actually, how far they go, but like, it's refreshing. You gotta get the stubbiness out of this creature. Like Baymax. There we go. We'll just make that a ball joint. It's fine. I know I talked about... No, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna make it a ball joint. I'm gonna do this. And that. Neat. I watch a Salem's Lot the new movie and the... I'm assuming it's the original movie. Alright. And obviously both are based off of the Stephen King novel. I watched both of them back to back. I watched the original one, and then I watched the 2024 one that came out recently. And I have to say, I like the new one better, actually. The first one was interesting, right? The first Salem's Lot was interesting, but it was long. And at the halfway mark, it kind of just didn't become interesting, and it just felt long, right? And, I don't know, it was just long. And, like, the very beginning and the very ending of the original Salem's Lot just didn't make any sense. Like, why were they in Monte Carlo or whatever? Monticello? Something. They were in a place with holy water. It was weird at the end. But the newer movie, actually, I feel like I liked it better. I didn't like the characters better, actually. But I liked the storyline of it. Right? Because it just felt like smoother. And also, there's a scene at the end of the new movie that I'm fairly certain differs from the original movie. And I was just like looking at that, I was like, oh my god, that's a pretty interesting idea. And it's also like the place where the final fight happens. Pretty good. I actually recommend seeing it. You know, if you're bored and have nothing else to watch, watch the new Salem's Lot. Not the best movie, but a decent enough one to watch, at least once. I don't know, there's actually not a lot of horror movies that I would rewatch. Or, like, specifically horror movies I would rewatch a bunch. Right, because... what is there? There's... I don't know, I stopped watching Scream halfway through because, like, I was kind of bored of it. Or, like, not bored of it, but I got frustrated. Because a lot of the characters are kind of dumb in Scream, which I guess could be the point, but, like, I don't know. Oh, The Thing. I always rewatch The Thing because that's a good one. Leviathan. Always rewatch that one. I like that one. Ooh, Underwater. Not the greatest movie again, but considering how many times I've watched like really bad movies, I feel like I've built up a tolerance for good enough movies that I'm just like, yeah, sure, it wasn't that bad. Because, like, I'll always think back to Shark Side of the Moon now, and I'll be like, you know what? Jaws 4 wasn't as bad as Shark Side of the Moon. Jaws 3, though, was. That one was horrible. I don't even know what the fuck happened. It's like a fever dream. Jaws 1 and 2 were... well, Jaws 1 was good. Jaws 2 was, it existed. It certainly did exist. I keep on... oh, the It franchise, yeah. I've watched the original It movie and the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, which is the newer ones with Bill Skarsgård. And I have to say, personally, I actually like the new ones better. Just because, I don't know, because it just doesn't feel so old. Because there's nothing wrong with old movies, but, like, the original one, just, like, you could feel it, you know, in your bones. You could feel how old it was. Although, there was one scene that I actually really liked more in the original. That was, okay, spoilers. But in the original It movie, there's a scene where Ben and Beverly, as adults, are making out. But in the mirror, Ben sees that he's actually just straight up making out with Pennywise. And he looks down at his hands and sees that his hands are covered in, like, clown makeup. And his face is covered in clown makeup. And he's like, what the fuck? I like that one. That was so funny. Just like him realizing it and being like, oh my god. Very traumatizing, I'm sure. Okay, I wanna move the back of this animal thing, or robot animal thing, or here like that, just so we get more of like a frontal view of it. Let's see, we'll add the, here you go. Okay, we'll add the hind legs here. We have to keep the same style, right? Because we have the, well, I guess it's a little hard to see, but we have the little grooves here at the joints of the arms, so we should probably keep it the same at the legs. Just for the sake of continuity. There we are. Nice. I probably should have zoomed in a long time ago. This is making it so much easier. I wasn't really thinking of zooming in though. I was just trying to talk. Alright. Alien Romulus, I think, is coming out later this month for streaming, according to some articles I've read that might or might not be true. But I'm excited to see it because I haven't seen it actually. No spoilers. No spoilers for me. I know I've been giving everyone else spoilers, but like I can't handle the spoilers. I actually somehow managed to make it spoiler free to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and it was good. Alright. So if you guys have the time to, you know, avoid spoilers, I do recommend it. It does make things a lot better. At least for, you know, good movies, I guess. I don't know, it's subjective, of course, right? Because it's like, oh, what makes a good movie? But like someone could say like, yeah, you know, I think the Green Lantern movie was good. And, you know, that's their own opinion. I'll be sure to strongly disagree if they say it near me, but that's their opinion. Yeah, I like the little tail. Oh, there we go. It's like a really dull knife. I did a really shit job of the line art, huh? It's like, oh, comparatively, oh, it looks so good. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's like places I messed up the line art everywhere. Well, because like it's not even, I wasn't even trying to go for the line art. That's my excuse. Do I need to add anything for it? Probably not. Neat. Alright. He's just a little guy. I feel like he's a little lopsided though. Yeah. There we go. He's one of those special rare editions you see from like avid collectors, right? They're like, oh my god, this is the crazy rare tilted robopet. that was made wrong because he's tilted. They couldn't get him to stand up straight. This center bit's gonna annoy me too. Here. Here. Okay. I feel like that looks slightly better. Alright. Only slightly. He's got a little hinge for a head. You could just tear it off. It's horrible. Why am I thinking about that? You could tear it off, though. It would just be horrifying, I guess. Erase this one. Erase that. Perfect. I get the little details right here. Alright. He's done. Alright, now now make 3 more of these. Alright. It's not a one and done deal. Do you see the title over here? Robopet Anim. It has to be an animation. Alright, let's see. Oh, you know what? You know what it could be? It could be like a little head tilt. It could be a little head tilt, followed by a little tail wag. Just need to make sure I get the tail actually connected. Okay. And then following that, I kind of don't want to redraw the entire head. I'll be honest. Kind of don't want to do that. I am very lazy. Actually, we'll do a more subtle nudge. Alright. Because if it's too much like a headbang, the hinge, it's you know, it's not gonna work. His little head, it's just gonna pop right off with his soda can ears. Oh no, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get annoyed now. Because I just thought of something good, but it's gonna take a little longer. Oh! I should wiggle the ears as it goes up and down. Let's grab this. Do these. And that. What is this? Oh, I didn't grab it properly from there. Okay. Well. Whoops. Alright, let's wiggle the next ear. Shall we? this one, this one, these two. Wiggle it this way. Nice. Alright. Last frame. Hopefully last frame. Alright, and then we need to move the tail again. Align it. Nope. Right there. Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then we'll just rotate the ears slightly. Like so. I say like so, I'm not even rotating right now. Okay. I'll be fine. Alright. There's this. Those. Ugh. I messed up here. Whoops. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 8. Alright. Then rotate. There. Erase the extra stubble. Oh, yeah. Completely forgot the most important one. I have to remove the head temporarily, of course. Okay. Ugh. Fix this. Remove this, that. Go back to this one. Remove this and those two. Alright. We're back. He's got those. It's like taking a blurry photo. There we have it. The very blurry Robo-Dog. It's too excited. Hasn't been let out on a walk for so long. Alright, and I think lastly, we just... Alright, make all these 2% opacity. And I will be... Oh, I was looking for it. I was like, wait, did I actually manage to carve it all out properly? Connect all the lines? No, I did not. No, I definitely forgot that bit. And I guess apparently this bit as well. I've been so proud of myself. Let's see what else. Actually, that looks it. Or that looks like it's it. Right. Yeah. I can layer color because we're gonna do a little bit of shading on top. There we go. I guess I should name this fill 2. Fill 3. Of course, I'm gonna have to. Wow. Wow. Did I do that right? No. Shit. I did not. Very carefully, with surgical precision, managed to take out the legs. That sounds pretty bad in the context of a small robopet. Look at that. One more. Oh. Oh, this is horrible. Actually, I'm gonna need to figure out where I screwed up. Where did I screw up? Here. 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 Yeah, okay. And then simply remove the leg. There you go. And nice. Well, isn't that lovely? Little robo dog thing. Thingamabob. Whatever. I don't want to call it robopet. Coming to stores near you in 2077. You have to wait 53 years, I guess. Now imagine someone's watching this stream in like 6 years from now. It's like, it's not 2077, but we have those. Give him a smack. I think even now we have like robopets, but like they're not very advanced. At least I'm fairly certain they aren't. But anyways, thank you all for joining me. Thank you. I'll be sure to shade these and then shove it together in like a little GIF thing or something like that. Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Life lesson of the day. Go watch movies. Movies are great. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Hopefully you guys have a good week. All that jazz. Bye-bye. Try.